Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Piney Projects. My name is Dan. My daughter Joey's inside sleeping. She'll probably be in this video towards the end. But behind me is our 1955 International 300 utility. We just picked this up in a previous video. Today we're going to be stretching her legs and seeing what she's made out of. Now we did a few days ago, I don't know if you can see real well, we completely redid our driveway. We had some serious storms. It got washed out pretty bad. We used the old Mac here and trucked in quite a bit of gravel and hooked up the rear blade on here, and it performed well. I'm kind of bummed I really didn't take any video of that, but I do have a couple clips of the little girl who said that we don't need the tractor. So I'll put these clips in down below. So as you can see, I think she really does enjoy the tractor. So anyway, today we're going to really kind of stretch its legs, really put it to the test. We got to go across the road and hook up to an implement that I have not used in quite some time. So let's go ahead, get this started up, get the rear blade off, and we'll go across the road and get hooked up. Alright, so we did pick up a little gift for it on eBay. We have to get it unwrapped, but can anybody tell what that is? Let's go ahead and get it unwrapped and installed on a tractor. Alright, so we've got ourselves they call this a 2-point fast hitch crossbar, which is essentially the drawbar for this tractor. So these 3-point conversion arms pop out. There's a little clip up here. Pull this up, and then these slide right out. Easy peasy. Pop that up, slide that out, and then this slides into those two arms, which I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed because this is 60 pounds. So let me go ahead, put it in, I'll come right back. There she is. I'll get it painted up one day, but for now, it fit in there perfectly. So let's go across the road, hook up. right, well there she is, guys. It's a 7-foot wide woods mower, and she's looking a little worse for the wear, but have no fear. We will clean her up and put her back into service. Now, this mower, little back history on it. Back when I was farming in New Jersey, I used to use this all of the time. Pulled it with an International 560, and it performed well. I guess somewhere around 15 or so years ago, the farm that I worked at upgraded, got a much bigger mower, and asked me if I wanted this old gem, and absolutely. So we brought it down here to Virginia, and I've never really had a big enough tractor to handle it, so now we do. So it looks like here are the model numbers on it. Woods Cadet 84, looks like. But anyway, let's get it cleaned up, see if these tires will hold some air. We got to check the gearbox and grease all the joints, all the universals, see if they take some grease, and see if we can get her going. All right, let's see how lucky we can get here. If these tires will hold air. Not looking too good. Well, unfortunately, this tire did not want to be part of the party. This one here, no problem. It's pumped right up. It's holding air great. But this one, it's just leaking out as fast as I can put it in. So it definitely needs to be replaced. And unfortunately, I don't have anything around here this size or this lug pattern. So that's a real bummer. But anyway, I guess let's move on. We'll move on here to the gearbox. I don't, for the life of me, I cannot remember if they had gear oil in this or if they had like a semi grease in here. So let's pop it open and see what we've got inside door number 1. Oh boy. Oh my God. Let me get some persuasion here. All right, a little foot action there. What do you guys think's behind the door number 1? Oh boy. There is nothing in there. Nothing. Not a drop. All right, let me figure out what we're putting back in here. All right, so I think for now we're going to put some 80/90 in here and then see how bad the leak is underneath, because obviously the oil went somewhere. So let's start out with this and see how bad it is leaking or not leaking underneath, and then if we need to go with a heavier oil or if we need to go with maybe a grease instead. But this is a good way to start to see what we've got going on. We're almost at the halfway point, so we don't want to fill this all the way to the top. Obviously, you just want to go about halfway up the halfway up the gearbox. I'll go with one more. All right, let's take a look underneath real quick and see if it's running out right away. Don't see anything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's leaking. Unbelievable. Alright, let me go get a drain pan. No, drain pan is there. Guess that was a complete waste of 80-90. Guys, today is one of those days that you kind of rethink all my life's decisions. I mean, I know this has been sitting a while, so I guess I can't get too upset, but I was hoping to get some mowing done today, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so. Alright, let's continue. Well, guys, I think we're going to have to put this project on hold for now. I called my old boss, who is the original owner of this, and while I was on the phone with him, she is leaking pretty substantially now. So he suggested going with a semi-synthetic, or not a synthetic, a semi-fluid grease, they call it. It's possible we could go up to like a 140, but with as quick as it's leaking out of there, I think we're gonna fill it up with grease. For the amount of time that I'm going to be using this mower, I think that will do it. So let's go ahead. We'll get this buttoned up and push it off to the side, and we'll try hooking up to another implement and see if we have better luck with that one. Alright, so we're going to try our hand with this one. I picked this up at an auction a couple years ago, 5-foot finish mower. I really don't know anything else about it, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and we'll unhook the woods mower, and we'll hook up to this, bring this over into the shade, and take a look and see what we've got going on with this one. Alright, so we've got this one hooked up. I just kind of gave it a quick looking over, and of course we only got half the PTO shaft, which for some reason I did not realize that. So that's, I guess, going to be a Tractor Supply run we're going to have to make and get a new drive shaft. But overall, everything else looks pretty decent. The blades underneath, they're not the greatest, but they're not terrible. Everything spins. So let's go ahead. We'll pop this off here, see if we got any fluid in the gearbox, and let's go over everything, give it a good greasing. So, all right. Good news with this one, I can see fluid in there. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. That's perfect. About halfway up. That's nice clean oil too. We're going to take that for the win. All right, so let's take the grease gun here and pump her full of grease. Maybe one day I'll have enough money to get one of those fancy electric grease guns, but not in the budget right now, so we've got the old Manuel here. So I'm going to go ahead and grease it, and I'll be back. Alright, everything took grease, no problem. And with some persuasion, we got the PTO, piece of the PTO shaft off the end here. So we're going to lower the mower down here, take a measurement, and then take a ride out to Tractor Supply and see if we can get a full PTO shaft for it. Well, guys, some days you win, some days you lose. So this PTO, or the shaft here on the gearbox, turns out is a 1-inch diameter, and basically every PTO shaft that everybody has is a 1 3/8. I can get this, but it's a special order. It's going to be a couple $100, and to be honest with you, I kind of don't need a field mower. I need the bush hog. Let me show you what I actually need it for. So over here across the road from our house is where we've got our shed, and we're doing the C10 build in there. But over here, this has gotten completely out of control. I don't know if you can tell on camera here, but this stuff is, some of it is like 8-10 foot tall. Once upon a time, we used to have animals in here. We kept goats and some steer, and they kept it maintained. But we don't have animals. It's been about 4 years since we've had any animals in here, and it's spiraled out of control. So the field mower, actually, yeah, you can see here, maybe. I'm 6 foot tall, and you can see it's up over my head. So I don't really think, well, I know for a fact the field mower is just not the answer for this. We need to get that bush hog going. And for those of you that don't know the difference, without getting into a ton of detail, that field mower, that 3-point hitch field mower, it's more for maintaining, cutting a couple inches or so at a time and maintaining. Bush hog, or brush hog, sometimes they call it, they're more designed for this kind of out of controlness. They've got big blades underneath that spin and can chop through saplings and all of that. So we really need to get that going, because I think it's too much for the field mower. So yeah, I don't know, it's embarrassing. I've let it go. I let it go too long. All right, guys. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up the video here. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this video or not. I might. I don't know. If you're seeing it, obviously I posted it. I'm not a complainer. I really am not. It's just, some days go your way and some days don't, and that's part of life. You can't plan things. I get very limited time off to kind of do what I want, and today was one of those days, and unfortunately everything just didn't line up. So let this car go by. So it is what it is. I can't see spending a couple $100 to get this field mower going, which I kind of don't need it. Like I said, I'd rather take the money for the PTO shaft, put it into the woods, pull behind mower. We got to get a tire for that, and we have to order that semi-fluid grease. It's like a 00 grease. Nobody around here has it, so I have to order it online. That's going to take some time. A tire, I'll just stop at the local tire shop and just find a junk used one. But again, it's Sunday and nobody's open, so that's gonna take some time. But anyway, if you're seeing this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and give me a big old thumbs up and a comment and subscribe, please. And we'll get that other mower going. hooked up and get across the road and get that jungle taken care of. So anyway, thank you guys for tagging along, and we'll see you on the next one.